Hey guys, Dabu7, an earthquake update real quick. Taking a look here at the maps and some of the most recent activity here globally. You can see that the most recent significant quake that we have seen has been right here in the Philippines, a 5.7. And I point this out because this region has been battered by a recent storm, many mudslides, many people still missing, massive flooding. And an earthquake or tsunami in this region is just going to make things even worse if it affects those regions that are dealing with the aftermath of that storm. But looking over here toward the United States, we can see the Mid-Atlantic Ridge, Central Mid-Atlantic Ridge, with a 5 here within the past 6 hours, and a 4.2 up here 8 hours ago. So we're starting to see a little bit of a shift in mid-range quakes over to the eastern side of the United States. We had witnessed several other earthquakes over here on the East Coast. Alabama just the other day. Tennessee multiple times. We had witnessed the one in Dover. I believe there was one that hit in Maine. Now we have the one right here in Canada. And of course, we have the swarms down here going on in the Caribbean. Now, we have normal swarming going on here, but what I've noticed in the quake already fell off, there was a quake right here. They hit in this range, like a 4 magnitude, but the same size as this one. So it's showing that there is an uptick in activity in this region. Like I said, other quakes have fell off the map, so we have more activity that is struck here. So this is an area to watch, especially if activity starts to run up toward Iceland. Volcanic area up here, which that line cuts right up through there. These newer maps don't do any justice in showing you that these days. Down here it cuts and it goes right down here toward the Serpent Heads. And normally we'll see quake activity right here around the teeth of that. And right up the coastline here and through this region. But it's been eerily quiet. And when it gets this quiet, it raises some concern because normally these regions see small quakes, something like this, letting that energy loose. And when it sits there and builds up energy for a long time, real quiet, that's when a big one can let rip. And we've seen that down here in Chile. And then you'll see out here near Easter Island and on these ridge lines, you'll see the effects. But right now, absolutely quiet along this stretch. We've had issues up here with the plates in this region before, but it's been quiet all the way up into the Gulf of California up here. And we've seen big quake 7-pointers come from this region. The swarming continues there in Southern California. And you can see around Yellowstone, too, we had a 3.4 there in Lincoln, West Yellowstone 2 hours ago, a 1.8 magnitude. Then around the volcanic regions up there in Alaska, we have some mid-level quakes as well. But that is a look at some of the most recent earthquake activity here globally. I wanted to point out a little bit of a shift here in what we're seeing. And I will continue to update as we see more. This has been Dabu7 with an earthquake update. Much love, y'all.